Okay, so I saw this tweet. How many world-class players do each Big Six team have? I mean, the thing is, the comments will always be different because if you're an Arsenal fan, you'll put more Arsenal players in there. If you're a Chelsea fan, you'll put more Chelsea players in there. Like, everyone is a bit biased towards their teams. Makes sense. Anyway, these are the Big Six teams, right? Even though I don't think Tottenham should be here, that's not important. Now, before we jump into the players, we need to define what is world class. Here's the definition of world class: of a person, thing, or activity of or among the best in the world. The player has to be one of the best in their positions. But again, you need to remember, I'm not an athlete, so me calling these people not world class, it really doesn't mean much, but okay. Right, let's start with Arsenal. See, I want to put Saliba here. I really do. I think he's a good defender. I really think he is, but is he world class though? His ceiling is very high, but I don't think he's world class. I don't think so. He's an honorable mention, but I don't think he's world class yet. Bukayo Saka, I mean, listen, he starts for England. He plays really well for Arsenal. I mean, I don't think there's a debate. Bukayo Saka is world class for his age, his position. You look at other players that his age and his position. Now, Martin Odegaard. I'm making this video after Norway failed to qualify for the Euros. And I'm going to just say, I don't think Odegaard is world class. I think he's fine, but I don't think he's world class. Now, Martinelli, I'm a bit 50-50 with him because he's a good player. And again, he's very young for his position. Whether or not he's world class, I could go either way. You know what? Fine. Martinelli is world class, but he could easily just not be. Declan Rice, I mean, again, starts for England. I do think they paid a bit much for him, but it seems like it was worth it. So, fair play. Okay, now let's move on to Chelsea. And I'm going to be honest here, man. There aren't that many world-class players. Number one, Thiago Silva. I mean, yeah. Thiago Silva has to be. Maurice James. I mean, he plays like 4 games a season. But, when he does play, he's decent. So, now, Enzo Fernandez. The only reason I'm putting him at world-class is because he showed up in the World Cup. Young player of the tournament, I don't think he's played that well at Chelsea. But he did play well in the World Cup, so And Raheem Sterling. I think Sterling is very underrated. Easy world class, I think it's 50-50. I think if you say he's world class, I'm not mad at that. So let's move on to Liverpool. Now realistically, it should be the whole starting 11. Yeah. Exactly, I'm glad you agree with me, but let's actually pick players. Alisson Becker, don't need to explain that. Virgil van Dijk, don't need to explain that. Konate, I want to put Thiago at world class because he really is one of the best midfielders I've seen, but he just doesn't play that much, so I'm not going to do it. But in terms of skill, he is world class, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do technicalities. Salah, obviously. Now, Robertson, I think Robertson is world class. I might be wrong, but I think he is. Trent, obviously. Luis Diaz, easy world class? I think so. Okay, that's all Liverpool. Number 1, Bruno Fernandes. Number 2, Marcus Rashford. Now, I want to put Casemiro and Varane here, but their recent form, again, I'm basing this off now, and basing it off now, Varane is world class. Now, Luke Shaw is an honorable mention. Maybe he's world class, maybe he's not. A lot of United fans say he's world class. I don't see why, but again, he's 50-50. Now let's go to Man City. This team is so annoying. Kyle Walker, Diaz, John Stones, Erling Haaland, Rodri, De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, and Edison. I want to put Phil Foden here, but he hasn't played that many games. Or he hasn't started that many games, so that's the top 6 teams. Tottenham Hotspur, right? How did I forget? Tottenham. Son is world class, definitely. James Maddison, easy world class. This is a tough one. I mean, not really. I don't think he's world class, but based on his form this season, he should qualify as world class. But is he like the best one of the best in the world in his position? Like, really think about it. So Maddison, not world class. Romero is world class. Again, why is Romero world class and Saliba isn't? Because Romero showed up in the World Cup. Saliba, he does play for France, but he doesn't start. You know what I mean? So, and again, that doesn't mean he's not good. But you know, if you are one of the best in your positions in the world, you should start for your country. So yeah, that's all the teams. I think I have my best to be unbiased here. And like I said, this is my opinion. You're gonna have a different one. I'm gonna have a different one. That's the point of opinions, okay?